Political Buzz is your rapid-fire look at the best political topics of the day. 3 questions, 30 seconds on the clock. Playing with us today, Pete Dominick, comedian and political talk show host on Sirius XM Radio. Jason Johnson is a professor at Hiram College and the chief political correspondent for Politic 365. And Crystal Wright is the editor of the conservativeblackchick.com and a delegate for Newt Gingrich. Welcome to all of you.
Thanks.
Good to be here.
Okay, first question. Voter turnout on Super Tuesday wasn't so super. Some estimates in Ohio. Well, actually, it was about half of what it was 4 years ago, but it was up from what it was expected. The question now, why aren't folks rocking the vote now? Crystal.
Folks are rocking the vote. Republicans are rocking the vote. They're going after their supporters, but make no mistake, by the time we hit August and we have a nominee, Republicans will rally around our nominee. And as one voter in Ohio said, he would vote for a dead dog over Barack Obama.
Oh, man, Jason.
Look, the reality is that most of these voters aren't that enthusiastic about the candidates. They're enthusiastic about getting rid of Barack Obama. So I'm not surprised that the voter turnout is low. What's going to be interesting, though, is what does this mean about Mitt Romney in Ohio? You know, he was really unpopular for his position on Senate Bill 5 a couple of months ago. So I think it's the aftermath of that. This could be a problem into the fall because enthusiasm is not there on the GOP side.
Pete.
Well, no one's rocking the vote, Carol, because no one has rocked the vote since the 80s. We got to lose that, Carol. But to quote a woman I love to ignore, I should say, the former First Lady, Barbara Bush, said yesterday, "This is the worst campaign I've ever seen in my life. This is the most white bread, crust-off lineup of candidates. If you can spit fire and brimstone and say Satan is attacking America and still not be interesting, you've got a problem." And the other thing is, two of these candidates, at least, would no longer be in this campaign if it were not for Citizens United and these super PACs. They got a lot of money from very rich donors. Yes, son.
Super Tuesday is all about the candidates, right? Not when Sarah Palin is around a microphone. Here is the exchange that is getting all the buzz.
It's the open convention question. If we wind up with an open convention and someone wants to place your name, throw your name into the hat, would you stop them? Would you be open to that?
As I say, anything is possible, and I don't close any doors that perhaps would be open out there. So no, I wouldn't close that door. And my plan is to be at that convention.
So here's my question to you. Do you think Sarah Palin is serious, or has she become a Donald Trump-like figure who scrounges around for publicity? Jason.
Look, she's lost all credibility when she decided she didn't want to be governor anymore. Sarah Palin has about as much political influence as like Josiah Bartlett from the West Wing, any other fake politician, because she's not in the game anymore. She even showed in 2010 that her endorsement doesn't matter. So, no, Sarah Palin is just following the candidates. She's following the cameras, but she's not really anybody influential for the Republican Party heading into the fall.
Crystal.
You know, I think it's a dumb question, and it's once again an attempt to vilify Republicans. Sarah Palin doesn't have to scrounge for media attention. You know, the media comes running like a pack of hounds every time she talks, and they're afraid of her because she's a political figure. She energizes the base. Sarah Palin has been pivotal in getting out the vote. She will continue to do so in the fall. And to compare her to Donald Trump is insulting when she's a political figure. She was governor of Arkansas. She was governor of Alaska, and she was ran as vice president of the United States with John McCain. So, you know,
Okay,
Trump
my
is a
hair's
stooge.
on fire now. Okay,
Trump is a stooge. Sarah Palin is an activist, and that's what everybody's afraid
your
of.
time's up, Crystal. I'm sorry.
Carol, you know not to make hair on fire jokes while I'm sitting right here. That is hurtful and wrong. Listen, yeah, Donald Trump is the male Sarah Palin. She's been legitimate, frankly, since by some bizarre happenstance, a legitimate presidential candidate chose her to be the VP. The only reason why she remains legitimate is because, like Crystal said, we like to follow her around with cameras because she's unique and she's different and she says bizarre things. But she's really never been, I don't think, a respectful leader or respected leader, and certainly in an intelligent way.
How is saying you're going to run for president a bizarre thing? How is that bizarre? Barack Obama is president. That's bizarre.
We're getting to the third question now. Last night, 8-term Congressman Dennis Kucinich lost his Democratic primary after a redistricting fight. He was a liberal among liberals and a self-proclaimed UFO eyewitness. What will you miss most about this guy? So, Crystal, please expound on Dennis Kucinich now.
You know, I don't think there's anything to say. I'm sure that my two liberal colleagues will probably say it's such a sad loss. I think he turned out to neglect his district. I mean, it's a sad day when Dennis Kucinich says he'll move to Washington to protect his job, just like Barack Obama, more interested in his well-being than the constituents he was supposed to serve. Good riddance and goodbye.
Jason.
Look, to be perfectly honest with you, Dennis Kucinich served his district, but you can't miss what isn't there. And the problem is, for the last couple of years, Dennis Kucinich has been infinitely more interested in running for president, getting attention. I mean, he brought Russell Simmons to West Cleveland to campaign on his behalf. That makes no sense one way or another. So I'm not going to miss him that much, but I think Democrats in general are going to be missing a lot of liberals. You got Barney Frank, Anthony Weiner, now Dennis Kucinich is gone. The left is really missing out on their extreme and vocal liberals.
Thank you so much, Pete.
Say what you will about Dennis Kucinich. He had a tremendous amount of integrity. He was honest. He wasn't influenced by special interest money. He's like Ron Paul in that way, except he doesn't tell people to run and buy gold. He had a lot of integrity, and he will be missed. And it's sad that we focus too much on him as a joke, because he's honest and he wasn't influenced by the special interests that so many other politicians are. And by the way, he voted against the Iraq War.
Thanks to all of you for a spirited discussion on Political Buzz today. Crystal, Pete, Jason, thanks so much.